Over the next 45 minutes, you will be hearing from several teachers about course offerings available for next year. I ask that you pay close attention and take a serious approach to the scheduling process. It is important that you pick courses that will be the most beneficial for you and will help you to reach the goals that you set for yourself in your life. Whether you're considering the trades, the workforce, community college, or a four-year university, the courses that you choose will help you to get there. There are a few things that I would like you to keep in mind as you go through the scheduling process. First is we develop the master schedule based upon student requests. Once the schedule is created, it is very difficult or even impossible to change, and that is one reason why we do not like to approve schedule changes. The schedule that you choose now will be your schedule for the duration of next school year. Once the master schedule is built, schedule changes will not be permitted next year. I also want everyone to take as rigorous a schedule as they can handle. What I mean by that is, if you're sitting in study hall 3 times per day and you go home after school with no homework to do, your schedule is not rigorous enough. If you have a full schedule and you do homework every night from the time you get home until the time you go to bed, your schedule may be too challenging. Your schedule should keep you challenged and busy, but not overwhelmed and unhealthy. I would also like to remind everyone that our GPA system rewards students for taking additional courses. If you want a higher GPA, you would want to take a schedule that is as rigorous as you can handle. And finally, I encourage you to speak with your counselors, your current teachers, and your parents about the courses that you should take for next year. Make sure that you pick the courses that are right for you.
Today you will be hearing from teachers in each of your classes about course selections for next school year. Listen carefully to the course descriptions and expectations. Keep in mind that many courses will require you to do summer work. Pay close attention to prerequisites. There are certain grades that you must have earned in order to take an honors or an AP course. Your current subject teacher is the person who can help you best decide if you are prepared to take an honors or an AP course. The counselors will strictly follow the prerequisite guidelines when scheduling students. We encourage everyone to take approximately 6 to 8 credits per year. We do not yet know which half-year courses will be offered, either the first half of the year or the second half of the year, so choose your courses based on your own interests, not when you think the courses will be offered. Mrs. Moyer and I will be meeting with every student individually to help you choose your courses. We will be starting with the current juniors within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We will make sure that all students are on track to graduate. In order to graduate, you will need 4 English credits, 4 math credits, 4 science credits, and 3 social studies credits, a minimum of 1 gym credit and 1 health class. In total, you will need at least 22.5 credits to meet graduation requirements. For the coming year, the course selection book has undergone some significant revisions. The course selection book will be available online. Please go to the high school website and access the guidance page to view the course selection book.
If you are a junior interested in taking college courses at DeSales, Moravian, Lafayette, or Lehigh, there is an application process. Your acceptance is determined by the college, not by Wilson. You will be required to pay for books, but not for tuition. If you would like to take 1 or 2 courses at Northampton Community College through dual enrollment, you must have a minimum 3.0 GPA. You will be required to pay for books and tuition. For any college option, you will provide your own transportation. Any college course is taken as an elective. In other words, you can take freshman English at college, but you must also be enrolled in 12th grade English at Wilson. Your grades from your college courses will be included on your high school transcript. There will be no schedule changes for next school year. Let me repeat that. There will be no schedule changes for next school year. Please work with your current teachers and read the prerequisites in the course selection book to make appropriate and thoughtful choices for yourself and your academic level. Again, the course selection book can be found on the high school website under the Guidance tab. Remember that if you choose to challenge yourself by requesting honors and or AP classes, you will not be allowed to drop those courses for failure to do summer work. Failure to do summer work will impact your first marking period grade. In closing, make sure you take your time and make thoughtful choices, and good luck.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Goro, and I'm the English Department Chairperson, and I'm here to tell you about the courses that you can take in English next year. So all students in grades 9 through 12 can take a standard English course. This would be what you would typically expect you would learn in English class. We're going to do literature, writing, and vocabulary. But then there's another level of English that you could take, which is honors English. This is going to be more challenging assignments, more independent work. This course will definitely prepare students for college, and it does have required summer reading. When students get to the junior and senior year, they have advanced placement courses that they could also take. So for juniors, they could take AP Composition. This is a college level writing class. It includes required summer reading, lots of independent work. It is a very challenging course. Students must take the AP test at the end. Seniors also can take an AP course. This is AP Literature. It's a college level literature class. It includes required summer reading and writing and lots of independent work, including a literary analysis research paper. It too is a very challenging course, and students must take the AP test. Now I'd like to talk to you about elective courses. We have creative writing, public speaking, drama, yearbook, and newspaper. Creative writing is a semester course. In this course, you will write creative fiction, nonfiction, and poetry in a group environment. Then we also have public speaking, which is also a semester course. Here, students will research and present a variety of topics. They will do improvisational speeches and more formal speeches. Students will learn active listening. They will do group work and solo presentations. Our next elective is drama. This is a semester course. Students will learn acting, play analysis, playwriting, and design. They will participate in improvisational theater and other acting activities. Students will write in journals, and they will attend a field trip at the end of the course. Then we have yearbook, which is a year-long course that meets Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. In this class, students create the yearbook. They take photos, arrange pages, meet deadlines, organize yearbook events, and really we need responsible students to apply for this course. Our last elective is newspaper. This is a year-long course as well, and it meets Tuesdays and Thursdays. Students learn to write news articles, features, and editorials. The neat thing is you get to see your name in print when you're published in the school newspaper. And those are all the courses we have for the English department. If you have any questions, feel free to find me. I'm Mrs. Goro, and I'm in room 212.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Tarsi, and I'm here to talk about the math courses offered at Wilson Area High School. All students must take 4 years of math in order to graduate. The standard sequence of courses which applies to all students is Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, and then there's several options available for students their senior year. Here's an example. Students following the standard track may choose the year-long course of Honors Pre-Calc or 2 courses for their 4th year in math. These are all half-year courses. Let's talk about the course options. Algebra 3 is the first half of Pre-Calc. Trig is the second half of Pre-Calc. These 2 semesters actually make up the academic Pre-Calc course. Analytic Geometry, this course will look into how the algebraic equation affects more complex shapes in the coordinate plane. Probability and Statistics is exactly what the title says. Geometric Constructions, if you like hands-on learning with the compass and protractor, creating shapes and discovering fascinating facts, this is the course for you. College Math. This is the Northampton Community College course. It's Math 022. Students who know they will be attending Northampton Community College after graduation should consider taking this course. This course will also satisfy and incorporate the college success content which is required of all new students to NAC. Furthermore, if students successfully complete this course, they will move directly into several other NAC courses with no remediation. And then lastly, we have Consumer Math. This course is not intended for students planning to attend a 4-year college or university. It's only intended for students who are going directly into the workforce or plan on attending NAC. You should see the course selection guide for more in-depth descriptions and restrictions on these courses. Present 8th graders, those incoming freshmen, you'll be given recommendations by your math teacher. The majority will be assigned to Algebra 1 for their freshman year. Algebra 1 students will take the Keystone Assessment at the end of the course. Students not successful on the Keystone will complete the state-mandated remediation, within their next year's course of study. For the 8th graders presently in Algebra 1, you would progress to either Algebra 2 or Honors Algebra 2. However, please know that if you do not have a 75% average for the year, you will be reassigned to Algebra 1. This is to strengthen your foundation skills in algebra. Only students with a 90% average for the year will progress to Honors Algebra 2. You also might want to think of where you're going to be in your 11th and 12th grade year for your career. Students wanting to reach beyond pre-calculus are suggested to double up their 10th grade year by taking Algebra 2 and Geometry during the same year. Please note, with all algebra courses, there is an extensive amount of equation solving to include solving equations with quadratics and systems of equations. This is also why we suggest that incoming 9th graders consider retaking Algebra 1. Students should look to where they want to be their senior year and for their career before choosing to double up that 10th grade year. So students taking Honors Pre-Calc in 10th or 11th grades are expected to stay in that Honors track and AP courses for the remainder of high school. Seniors with a GPA of 3.0 or higher have an opportunity to take college courses for credit here at Wilson. Should you have questions or concerns, feel free to ask your teacher or your guidance counselor.
Hello, my name is Mr. Kruk, and I'm the department head for the Social Studies Department, and I'd like to tell you about our course offerings for the 2018-2019 school year. I will first tell you about our 3 required courses, and then our electives, which include a new course for this next school year. Our first course is U.S. History, and it's taken in 9th grade, and it covers United States history from World War I up through the current day. We focus on World War I, the jazz age of the 1920s, the Great Depression and the New Deal, World War II, the Cold War, the Civil Rights Movement, the growth of activism, the Korean and Vietnam Wars, the 1980s and 90s, and the post-9/11 world. This course is offered at both the honors and the college prep levels. In 10th grade, this will be the second year that American Civics and Government is a required course. This course discusses a variety of topics to make our students productive citizens. Included in the course are lessons on the 3 branches of government, special interest groups, mass media, the Supreme Court cases, and federalism, among other topics. This year, there will also be a new 3-week unit on career readiness that is a requirement for graduation from high school. In 11th grade, the course that is offered is World Cultures. This course provides students with an awareness of global interdependence, cultural diversity, regional relationships, and the different experiences of human existence around the world. They are all explored. This course is offered at both the honors and college prep levels. The 3 classes that I've just mentioned are required to graduate from Wilson. We also have a variety of electives that you can take within our department. These classes are interesting and much better than sitting in the study hall. The first elective that I will talk about is sociology. Sociology is a study of human behavior. This course not only examines human behavior from multiple perspectives in the classroom, but applies core concepts necessary to critically analyze behavior in any interactive environment. Throughout the year, students will immerse themselves in topics that include diversity, socialization, deviance, racism, stereotypes, education, mass media, and social change. Students will explore, discuss, and manipulate learned concepts to expand their perspectives on human behavior. Sociology is a half-year course within the high school. If you like the idea of taking a half-year social studies elective instead of a full year, we offer 3 more half-year courses. The first is psychology. Psychology is the study of human interaction and behavior. This course approaches the study through an overview of the history of the development of psychology. Students will learn about how the human mind functions and why people behave certain ways. Special emphasis is placed on personality development, mental disturbance and breakdown, stress, depression, suicide prevention, motivation and emotions, human development, therapy and change, and also social interactions. Our next half-year course is economics. Economics is an elective that has been designed for students who are interested in the fundamental of the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services, or the material welfare of humankind. Students will learn about the multiple concepts such as supply and demand, fiscal responsibility of governments and business, and the instability of financial markets. This elective will prepare the student for basic college academic classes as well as the financial responsibilities of adulthood. Our last half-year elective is a new course for the next year. The course is called Contemporary Global Studies. This class will focus on specific historical concepts which have had tremendous effect on the world around us. The course will show how current world and national events have shaped our daily lives. Students have impacted and shaped by these historical concepts. The course will relate and emphasize how they impact and mold everyday lives in the global 21st century. Finally, our department offers 2 AP level courses. The first AP course that we offer is AP US History. This is a college level course offered to students at their own high school. The goal of this program is to provide students with a highly enriched environment for learning the United States history from the colonial period through the modern day. The primary means of assessment for the course will be essays, document-based questions, also known as DBQs, and multiple choice tests. The assessment during the course is designed to help students pass the AP exam upon the completion of the course. The course will be very fast-paced and very demanding. The students will be expected to do a considerable amount of outside reading. Students will be required to complete a summer assignment. In May, the students will also take the AP exam. If the student receives a qualifying score on the exam, they receive college credit or advanced placement for their efforts. Our last AP course that we offer is AP Psych. The goal of this program is to give students an enriched environment for the learning, the history, theory, and practice of the study of human behavior and cognitive processes. The benefits are twofold: working in a rigorous college pace while learning life-relevant, mind-expanding concepts from the humanly significant discipline of psychology. The assessment for this course will mirror the standard test the students will take in May, which will consist of 100 multiple-choice questions and 2 response prompts. Projects will be utilized to deepen understanding. Students will be required to complete a summer reading assignment. That is all for our department. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll take advantage of the course offerings that our department has provided for you for the upcoming school year.
Hello, this is Mr. Stewart, Chairman of the Science Department, to talk about scheduling and some considerations that you guys want to be thinking about for next year. First thing, there's been some changes to the science curriculum, and probably the biggest one is that there are no more applied science classes. So you're not going to be able to look at the schedule and see applied chemistry or applied physics. So we're simply going to be offering an academic chemistry, for example, an honors chemistry, and an AP chemistry. The second change that we're going to be having in the science department this year is we're going to be offering some new half-year courses. So one of those half-year courses is organic chemistry, and that's intended for students who are interested in going into health-related fields. Organic chemistry tends to be a class that you have to take if you want to go into nursing, medicine, physical therapy, physician's assistant, etc. We're also going to be splitting our anatomy, which is currently right now at just one half-year course. We're going to be splitting that into 2. So we're offering 2 different half-year courses in anatomy and physiology. We are also offering an Introduction to the Physical Sciences half-year course, which will be taken alongside of biology remediation if you don't pass the Keystone. So let's start with, we're going to go through grade level by grade level to see what your options are. So I'm going to start with, if you are a freshman right now, what are your options for next year? If you pass the Keystone, then the world opens up to you. You'll be taking chemistry at one level or another. Again, like I said, academic chemistry, honors chemistry. Our top students we want to see taking advanced placement chemistry during their sophomore year. If you don't pass the Keystone, then you do have to take a biology remediation course, and that will be a half year, and in the other half you will be required to take an Introduction to Physical Science, which is designed to help you get ready for chemistry and physics going forward. All right, so let's say that you are a sophomore this year and you're looking to see what you can take next year. If you meet the prerequisites, you can take AP Physics 1, AP Physics C if you are taking calculus next year as well. You could be taking AP Biology, you could take honors physics, academic physics, so lots of different options. If you are a junior this year, then again, really you have the entire smorgasbord of science classes available to you. You have all of our electives, half-year electives that you may want to take: science of the universe, science of the earth, environmental science, zoology. You could also take a look at our AP classes, AP Physics 2. If you've taken AP Physics 1, maybe you'll want to take AP Physics C, AP Biology, or if you want to come back and revisit chemistry, AP Chemistry. All of the teachers in the science department would love to answer any questions that you might have, and feel free to come see me. Good luck and happy choosing.
Bonjour.
Hola.
I'm Mrs. Steyer.
And I'm Miss Saylor.
And we're here to talk to you about your course options for French and Spanish. Level 1 is a beginning class designed to teach students the basic structures and vocabulary of the language. All 4 areas of language development are stressed: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Emphasis is placed on communication using student interaction, video clips, and songs. Spanish and French 1 also serve as an introduction to their cultures.
In the Level 2 courses, the prerequisite is to have a 70% or higher in Level 1. Level 2 is a continuation of the Level 1 program. Although the emphasis remains on understanding and speaking the language, materials that give the student practice in reading and writing the language are also included. Students are presented with a wide variety of activities designed to further understand the cultures.
Level 2 also has an honors program. Prerequisite is 90% or higher in the Level 1 class. Level 2 honors is also a continuation of Level 1, but it is designed for students who wish to perform at a higher level and who wish to accelerate and supplement their study of the language. Students' ultimate goal on this track is to prepare for the AP class and exam during their senior year.
In Level 3, there's a prerequisite of an 80% or higher in Level 2. The course content varies depending on group needs. Presentation of formal grammar is continued, and more extensive vocabulary is included. Students improve upon their reading, writing, and listening skills and continue to develop oral fluency. More in-depth study of the Francophone world and Spanish-speaking world is also a focus.
Level 3 honors has a prerequisite of 80% or higher in the Level 2 honors program. This course is also a continuation of Level 2, and it is again designed for students who are committed to performing at a high level and who wish to accelerate and supplement their study of the language further. Again, their goal is to take the AP class and exam their senior year.
Level 4 honors in Spanish and French, it also has a requirement of an 80% or higher in Level 3. Fine points of grammar and idiomatic expressions are stressed in this course. Intensive practice in writing and speaking are emphasized, and authentic literature is read and analyzed. In advanced placement, we have a prerequisite of 90% or higher in the honors Level 3. For AP French and Spanish, they're designed to be a challenging course, college-level courses, designed to prepare students to take the national AP exam in May, if successful college credit is earned for the course. The course focuses on listening, reading, writing, and speaking the language at near native levels. This course is intense and involves substantial in and out of class work, as well as independent preparation during the summer months. A teacher recommendation is going to be required for the AP course.
If you have any questions about any of the programs for French or Spanish, please see myself or Ms. Gardner for French.
And for Spanish, come see myself, Mr. Campbell, or Mr. Grafias.
À bientôt et à tout à l'heure.
Hasta luego!
Hi everybody, I'm Mr. L, one of the business teachers here at Wilson Area High School. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the changes we have going on at the high school and the business department next year, as well as about some of our courses that we're going to be offering. First of all, the business courses next year, almost all of them are half-year courses. So therefore, now you have some more opportunities to take different courses throughout the year. And let me tell you about a couple of them. First of all, anyone who is thinking maybe about going to college for business, accounting would be a very good course for you to take here at the high school, because most of you will end up taking it in college, and then you're already one step ahead of other students that are going to be going for the same major. And for those of you that don't know what you're doing, I have some great choices for you too. I have 2 courses where I pretty much go over everything that you're going to be dealing with in life, whether you go to college, go into the military, just start a job right after high school. And those courses are, the first one is Careers in Basic Money Management. In that course, we go over different career options for you, what kind of education you need, what it's like in the job place as far as your paychecks and benefits, and I even go over how to do your taxes. The other one's actually called Personal Finance, and that's pretty much everything else in life that deals with your credit cards, buying a car, buying a house, savings accounts, insurance. So pretty much anything you're going to have to go over in your life, I teach in that class. Just some other options that I offer are one's called Personal Law, Small Business and Corporate Law, Marketing, and yes, I teach keyboarding for those of you that want to learn to type a little bit better. So if you have any questions between now and course selection, just stop and see me in room 209 and I'd be happy to discuss it with you. Thanks.
Hi there, I'm Ms. Muscalis, a business education teacher here at the high school. I just wanted to take a minute to talk to you about some of the business education classes that we have to offer. I know you already heard Mr. L talk about some of the classes, so I'm just going to run through some of the other offerings that we offer here in the business education department. We have 2 multimedia classes. The first class is Multimedia Editing, which is a half-year class where we teach you about all of the equipment that we use in the news studio, and basically it's you producing videos. That is a prerequisite course to our other multimedia class, which is Multimedia Broadcasting, and that is the class that puts on our daily morning news broadcasts. We also have 2 Intro to Business classes. The first is just simply Intro to Business. Again, it's a half-year class that takes you through the basics of business. The other is Business in Action, which is a simulation class where you will become the manager of your own business and kind of work in a community full of independent business owners. There's computer programming, in which we use a program called Alice to produce small little computer programs. Google Apps is a new half-year class that will explore the different apps that are available thanks to Google. And Intro to Computers is Intro to Computers. We'll introduce you to the basics of computers in general, the hardware, the software, input, output devices. And all of those classes, Intro to Computers, Google Apps, Computer Programming, Intro to Business, and Business in Action will all be half-year classes.
Scheduling of the physical education classes for the 2018-2019 school year will be changed. Freshmen and sophomores will have PE classes 5 days a week for a full semester and must complete 2 half-year classes by the end of the senior year for 1 full credit in PE to graduate. Seniors next year will take PE classes 1 day a week for the entire year, as they have this year and in the past. Other students may have the option to take PE for 3 days a week for a semester to complete their credit requirements for graduation. You will need to discuss these options and credit requirements for graduation with your guidance counselor during scheduling appointments for the 2018-2019 school year.
Hi, I'm Miss Black.
And I'm Mr. Freidhoff, and we teach all the music classes here at Wilson Area High School.
Students in grades 9 through 12 can participate in concert choir. If you enjoy singing and want to improve your singing voice, chorus is the place for you. In chorus, we sing all types of music: classic, winter, patriotic, pop, music from the different decades, musicals, and songs from other countries and languages. There are 3 concerts and 3 dress rehearsals: winter, spring, and the Pops concert. The group normally goes on a field trip in the spring, either to New York City to see a Broadway show or sing in a vocal competition at a theme park. If you are in concert choir, students may audition for the select ensemble, Wilson Airs, where they sing for the community. Also, don't worry if you can't choose between band and chorus, because you can do both. Mr. Freidhoff and I alternate days for band and chorus.
And if you're interested in joining band, you'd come see me. Now, obviously, to be in band, you have to be able to play an instrument. If you play an instrument, you're more than welcome to join concert band. If you don't play an instrument, you're more than welcome to sign up for some lesson times where I can use a few of the school instruments that we have and teach you the basics of playing an instrument and then join band later on. Also, we have pep band, marching band, and jazz band. They're all extracurricular activities that you can be a part of if you're in concert band. I also teach music theory and music appreciation. Music theory is a set of classes where we talk about the rules and elements of music and how to write and read musical notation. So if you're into a very technical aspect and you want to analyze music, that would be the class for you to take. Music appreciation is an elective where you don't have to know anything about music. It's a free elective and we don't use a lot of technical terms, but we talk about music in more of an overview sense. We talk about music history, we talk about instruments from around the world, we do a lot of listening, and we even talk about modern music, jazz, rock, rap, and so forth. So if you just want an overview and not the full technical schematics of music, you can take music appreciation.
Both Mr. Freidhoff and I teach piano class. You don't need any supplies or experience of playing an instrument. In piano class, you will have your own keyboard and headphones, and you work at your own pace throughout the year. You can take piano class more than 1 year. I also teach a beginning guitar class. This class is geared to students who don't know how to play guitar. You will need your own guitar and case for the class. You can always go to the local music stores and rent one too. We will learn how to read music notes, chords, and tab. We will learn how to play some contemporary and classic songs too.
If you're unsure or a little nervous, the best thing I can tell you is to sign up for a class. We've got lots of different classes to offer between guitar and piano if you're just starting out, or music theory, music appreciation, or even if you want to learn another instrument. Band and chorus is a really big part of the district and it's very well supported, and we'd love to have more and more students sign up so we have bigger and better groups. So if you're thinking about it, stick your foot in and try it. You never know what might happen.
And welcome to Family and Consumer Science. All Family and Consumer Science classes are now half-year courses. That means if you successfully pass each class, you will earn 0.5 of a credit. There are 7 classes to choose from, including Basic Foods, American Foods, International Foods, Fashion, Fabrics and Construction, Independent Living, Interior Design, and Child Care and Development. Basic Foods is an introductory course offered to all grade levels, including preparing foods, food safety, nutrition, and understanding basic cooking terms and recipes. Food groups include meat and poultry, eggs and dairy, cakes, cookies and pies, and fruits and vegetables. American Foods is a course in which students will examine customs, cooking techniques, traditions, and folklore of the 7 regions of the United States and Canada. Included in this course are units on nutrition, decorating techniques, and salads, casseroles, and soups. This class is offered to students in grades 10, 11, and 12. International Foods is an advanced level course designed to explore the cuisines and customs from various countries around the world. Students will explore meal planning and advanced baking. International Foods is offered to students in grades 10, 11, and 12. Fashion, Fabrics, and Construction is a course offered to all grade levels, including topics of fashion history, fashion trends, fibers and textiles, and sewing from a commercial pattern. Students are required to purchase their own patterns, fabrics, and thread for a required project. Independent Living is a course for students in grades 11th and 12th. You are about to establish your own lifestyle independent of parents and family. Course topics include personal development, knowledge of careers, community, family life, relationships, childcare, budgets, renting and owning a home, buying a car, basic cooking skills, and participating in a simulated parenting experience. Interior Design is a course offered to students in grades 10, 11, and 12. Students will be introduced to knowledge, skills, and elements involved in housing interiors, furnishings, and textiles from a design perspective. Child Care and Development is a class for all students, grades 9, 10, 11, and 12, who like children and want to know more about how they grow and develop. Through the use of theory, projects, and observations, students will be able to make real-life connections. My name is Mrs. Johnson. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by room 108 at the end of the hall. Thank you.
Hello, this is Mr. Kostenbader. I'm the art teacher here at the high school. And basically we have 5 course offerings here at the high school. We have Art 1 through 4 and AP Drawing as well. And so what I thought I would do today is not just lecture you on some of the courses and things that we do, but actually show you. So here's some of the pictures and some of the work that we do in our courses. All right, so the first course that you would take at the high school would be Art 1. Maybe you like to draw, doodle. Maybe Mrs. Moyer over at the middle school talked to you about taking art. So it's an introductory course to art. One of the things that all of our classes do is they keep sketchbooks. All right, they're a collection of ideas. We have weekly sketches, some basic notes. There's not tons of notes, but there are some important notes that we do take, especially on drawing and color theory that we do. All right, so this is something that you can buy or we can make in the classroom. And we start you off at the very basic elements. We talk about symmetry, we talk about line. I teach you how to draw a line. Even if you are pretty good at drawing, I might take note of some basic habits, bad habits that you might have, just to encourage and improve your drawing. We take those basic forms, those basic line drawings, and create forms and shadow. And eventually, we're really simplifying things, but by simplifying things, you can make things look much more three-dimensional and complicated, just like this portrait. Just taking forms, structures, lines and shapes and turning them into something like this, like a portrait. All right, here's another project. We did calligraphy. We created our own bamboo pens. We learned a little bit about the history of calligraphy. Here's a printmaking project. We learned about pop art and working on the computer. We actually designed these on the computer and then hand cut and print them. Here's an Aboriginal painting that we did when we started to learn about color theory. Here's an acrylic painting we did in Art 1. Here's a tessellating graphic piece, MC Escher. And one of the last projects that we do is an optical illusion project, also studying graphic design and optical illusion art. Okay, next we come to Art 2. We're still relying on a lot of the fundamentals of drawing. So we will be doing things like still life drawing, just more advanced stuff. Reflective objects. Here's a spoon that we drew and rendered. We also get into more creative pieces. So we might draw something or render something realistically, but make a creative approach using texture. We use newspaper for this one and other materials. Okay, calligraphy. Follow up to Art 1 using different types of professional calligraphy pens. We study Impressionism and oil pastel paintings in Art 2. And we also study acrylic paintings in Art 2 also. As we move on to Art 3 and 4, again, we're kind of expanding on the concept of drawing. We're working towards more independent projects and creative things. So, still doing drawing, but maybe taking some more creative approaches to drawing. We still do the traditional still lifes because that's what colleges want to see. They want to see figure drawings and still lifes. So we still have those so that if you decide to go to art school, you have a really strong portfolio. All right, we also study abstract art. What the heck is abstract art? You get to learn more about that if you take the art courses here at Wilson. All right, and we also do realism. Here's a portrait that we did in Art 3 and 4 as a project. Here's perspective drawing. We learned two-point perspective. We actually designed the house first two-dimensionally and on each side, and then we actually created a three-dimensional looking drawing. And here's more of a creative or independent approach to a self-portrait that a student did in Art 3 and 4. Okay, last but not least, If you really enjoy art and you really enjoy drawing, you might want to consider taking AP Drawing. It's a full course, all right, and it consists of 12 breadth pieces. Breadth pieces means that you experiment with different types of media and techniques and approaches and ideas. And once you decide on what your theme is that you're kind of interested in working with, then you'll do a concentration, which is 12 pieces that are based kind of along a certain type of theme. So in AP Drawing, you'll end up submitting a total of 24 art pieces. Okay, here's another creative line piece. My name is Mr. Kassenbader. I hope that this description is helpful. And if you have any further questions, please stop by the art room. Hope to see you soon. Thanks.
My name is Mr. Everett. I'm the technology education teacher here at the high school. Next year we'll be offering 7 courses, and they will be available for all grades 9 through 12 with no prerequisites, so you can take any of those courses at any given time throughout your high school career. The first course that will be available that we did not run this year is Innovation and Design. The focus in that course will be on designing products, learning about aesthetics, which is how things look, and also ergonomics, how things work with how you hold it and how it's used on a daily basis. The next course will be Mechatronics Engineering. Mechatronics Engineering is focused on mechanical, electronics, and robotics. For next year, we're actually getting robotics kits that were funded by the foundation, and we'll be doing a lot of Arduino, coding with C language, and electrical circuitry. Most of the focus will be on computer electronics in that class. Our next class is Principles of Engineering. Principles of Engineering focuses primarily on mechanical movements and advantages. We'll be using AutoCAD, learning how to draw up computer-aided design, and then transfer those drawings over to the laser to laser cut out components that work with each other. And we'll also be using the 3D printers a lot in that course. Our next course is Civil Engineering, and the focus in that course will be on structural engineering and buildings. We'll be learning how to use Autodesk Inventor in that class to design in three-dimensional. We also look at stormwater management and the way foundations are constructed. This year we'll be doing bridge design and testing, and we'll look at bridges that have failed in the past and test them out to see why they have failed in that course. The next one will be Materials Processing. Materials Processing is primarily focused on woodworking, but then we also can use other materials such as plastics and metals. For next year, we're looking at getting some more CNC machines that will allow us to work with metal material and CNC cut those pieces out to the correct sizes for our projects. Home repair is a very popular class. That class we focus on basics on repairing a house, construction methods, framing, drywall, electrical. We also get into some plumbing and different techniques to make it easier to use tools around the house and learn the actual functions of the tools and their names. And the last class available is Product Design and Manufacturing. Product Design and Manufacturing is a really cool course. That one is the only course that we have that is a full year. And in that course, you learn how to operate and start a business. Then we actually will go ahead and create our own business, develop a business plan, and then sell products prior to the end of the year. And you can actually make a profit in that class. That class is perfect for those of you that are young entrepreneurs who want to learn how to start your own business at some point in the future, or just enjoy making money.